Ho, 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 ho. Hi guys, welcome back to the last activity on having fun with chemical formulas so far. Well, who says Christmas should happen just once a year? Look, you've worked really hard going through the course so far, so I thought it was about time that you got a wee bit of a treat. But please make sure that any of your friends, you make sure you get them to run through the course until they get to activity 9, then they get their present. Okay, so since you've been very good, let's open your present and see what we've got for you. Alrighty, so here's our present. Let's open it up. So what I've got for you here is a very quick way to work out chemical formulae. Now I hear you asking, oh, why didn't you just tell us this at the beginning? Well, the thing is, by running through the processes of all the activities, I hope you have an understanding as to how the ionic formula are brought together, how we name compounds, how we use our atoms. You have more of an understanding by running through those activities than just using the quick cheat exercise which I've got for you here. This is going to help you really well when it comes to exams, because you will be able to use the cheat but still understand what's going on. As you've probably seen, trying to run through some of the CPZs and the calculation zones, they take a bit of time. Okay, so let's unwrap our present and find out how we can cheat our way through some of the formulae. Alrighty, so what we're going to do in this example is build the formula for aluminium oxide. Now you can see it's quite a complicated formula here. We've got aluminium 3 plus and we've got oxygen 2 minus. Now if we were to run through the normal process, it would probably take 2 slides. We can do this in less than a third of a slide. It's really simple. So let's pull our 2 ions together. Let's have our aluminium and let's have our oxygen. Alright, here's the clever cheat. Look at the number of the charge for each ion. We can see for aluminium the number is 3. For oxygen the number is 2. So what you do is you pull down the 3 for aluminium and put it as a subscript next to the oxygen. You pull down the 2 from the oxygen and put it next to the aluminium. Now, this is the clever bit. That is the formula. Al2O3. Neat, hey? Now, if you want to run through the previous activities, check that it works. It works for any 2 ions that you've got. You pull down the cation next to the anion and pull the anion number next to the cation, and there's your formula. It works just as well if you've got complex ions. You just make sure you put the brackets around the multiples of the complex ions. It is that easy. So use that in your exams and I guarantee you success with your formulae. But by running through all the activities, the result is that you have got a clear understanding as to how ions work. Okay, so let's very quickly run through what you do again. Find the ionic number for your 2 ions, 3 and 2. Swap the numbers for each and place them at the bottom. Don't worry about the negative or positive signs. One thing you do need to remember though, and this is the example that says down in number 4, if you've got ions which have got the same number, for example, let's say it was a cation which was 3 and an anion that was 3, we divide by 3 to make 1, just like you would do in fractions. It's sort of rounding down. Okay? We would never write anything x3, y3. It would just be written x, y, 1 to 1. So using the example that we've got, you can see how Al2O3 comes together. Now I've got 4 little questions for you to practice this activity on activity 9. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas present. Hope you've enjoyed the use of the chemical formulas. Please give me any feedback. I'm always keen to try and improve on what we've done. The next activities that we're going to be running through is looking at building word equations followed by chemical equations, and then into the real nitty-gritty of balancing equations. It still requires you to use your chemical formulae, so don't forget them. Hey, I look forward to meeting you in the next activity, in the next tutorial. Thanks for enrolling onto chemistry for middle school, and I hope to see you soon.